So let's take more questions. This is your homework. I'm not going to do this. Now I'll take another question, number 3. Solve the equation. So, and this is one of the most important questions, okay? Solve the equation this equation. 16x to the power 4 minus 64 x cube plus 56 x square plus 16x minus 15 plus 16x minus 15 equals to 0. Solve this equation whose roots are in AP. Whose roots are in AP. So let's solve this question. What they have said, I have to solve this equation given that its roots are in AP, are in arithmetic progression. Now, the degree of the equation is 4. So there are 4 roots possible that we know. There are 4 roots possible that we know. Right? So, so how do you assume 4 numbers in AP? If you remember the basic things from AP, how do we assume 4 numbers in AP? We assume A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. If you remember how to assume 4 numbers in AP. So start that way. So solution. So let the roots be. As I have said, for the roots we'll use the Greek letter. So let the roots be alpha minus 3 delta, that is A minus 3D, alpha minus delta, alpha plus delta, alpha plus 3 delta. Remember, this 4 numbers forms an AP having common difference 2 delta. You may check. This is how you assume 4 numbers in AP. Always keep that in mind. You can find in any class 11 book. Okay. So A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. This is how we assume 4 numbers in AP. Now let's apply the relation between roots and coefficients. So what was the first one? So now what is the first one? Alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. If I add all of them, I will get minus of minus 64 by 16. That is, what is the first one? Alpha minus 3 delta plus alpha minus delta plus alpha plus delta plus alpha plus 3 delta. This will be equal to how much? This will be equal to minus and then minus 64 by 16. This is by the formula, the first relation. This got cancelled. Therefore, 4 alpha equals to, this is 64 by 16, which is nothing but 4, and this implies alpha equals to 1. So this is the value I have got for alpha, and keep that in mind. This is the first relation. Now, what was the second relation? You remember? I'll write it here. What was the second relation? This you do not write in your copies because here alpha, beta, gamma, delta are different. So what is the second relation? Alpha plus beta into gamma plus delta plus alpha beta plus gamma delta equals to that is your, it will be here 56 by 16 if you remember. So it will be 56 by 16. So we will translate this to this, because here the first root is this, the second root is this, the third root is this, and fourth root is this. So what is my second relation? Just I will use this relation, but remember first root is this. So alpha here is alpha minus 3 delta plus beta here is alpha minus delta into alpha plus delta, gamma plus delta. So gamma here is this and delta here is this, right? And then plus alpha beta. Okay, now just a minute. Calculating this will be a bit difficult. Calculating this will be a bit difficult task for us. Rather, what I will do, you take this as your first root, okay, this as your second, this as your third, and this as your fourth. First, because ordering doesn't matter, right? In this one, ordering will not matter. So I'll choose 1, 2, 3, 4. Why will that help? You will understand. That will make our calculation much more easier. So, first root plus second root, alpha plus 3 delta, right? So this will make our calculation easier because 3 delta will cancel, into alpha minus delta plus alpha plus delta plus first product of first and second root, that is alpha minus 3 delta into alpha plus 3 delta, alpha minus 3 delta into alpha plus 3 delta, and lastly the product of third and fourth, that is alpha minus delta into alpha plus delta. This is equal to this is equal to, so this is minus and this is plus, 56 by 16. 56 by 16. So let's simplify this equation a bit. So this is getting cancelled, this is getting cancelled. What am I getting? Alpha plus alpha 2 alpha into alpha plus alpha 2 alpha plus, this is what? A plus b into a minus b, alpha square minus 9 delta square plus alpha square minus delta square equals to 56 by 16. So what is 56 by 16? We cancel by 4. 4 4s are 4 1s are 4, 4 4s are. This will cancel more. I'll cancel that in the next line. What else? Put alpha equals to 1. Put alpha equals to 1, or let me simplify this. Achha, you can put. So this will become what? 2 2s are 4. 2 2s are 4. Alpha, achha, let me write it down. 4 alpha square plus alpha square minus 10 delta square equals to 14 by 4. So what is 14 by 4? It will become 7 by 2. So now we know that the value of alpha is 1. We know that the value of alpha is 1. Just place alpha equals to 1 everywhere. So this will become 4 plus 5 plus 6. 6 minus 10 delta square, right? So let me write that down. 6 minus 10 delta square . 6 minus 10 delta square equals to 7 by 2. 7 by 2. So let's solve for delta. So minus 10 delta square equals to 7 by 2 minus 6. Minus 10 delta square equals to 7 minus 12 is minus 5 by 2. Delta square equals to minus will cancel, 5 by 20, that is 1 by 4. So this implies delta equals to plus minus half. So other relations are not required because I have already got the values of alpha and delta. I know there are more two relations between roots and coefficients, but we are done with this itself. Okay, the other two relations are not useful at all. You may, if you want to write the other two relations, you may write, but here I have understood that my task was to find alpha and delta, and I have already calculated, and other relations are not at all required. Okay, so now what are the roots? So choose delta equals to half. So the roots are, so what was the first root? A alpha minus 3 delta. So alpha is 1 minus 3 times half. So 3 by 2, that will become how much? minus half, right? A minus 3, yeah. So let me write it down. So A minus 3 by 2, because A minus 3 delta, A minus delta, A plus delta, and A plus 3 delta. These are my roots. And by the way, when you choose alpha equals to minus half, this pattern will appear in the opposite direction. So writing any one is enough. So the roots are, this is what, minus half, this is half, this is 3 by 2, this is 5 by 2. So these are my answer. This is my answer. So did you understand this problem? When the roots are in AP, how to solve it? So here is the next question. You see here, this time the roots are in GP. So one way is, how do you assume four numbers in GP? A by R cube, A into R, sorry, A by R cube, A by R, AR square, and sorry. It is A by R cube, A by R, A into R, and AR cube. But that will make some very complicated. Okay, like for AP, or everything was in the numerator, that is A minus CD, A minus D, and so on. When the roots are in GP, I will simply assume let the roots be alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and because they are in GP, the common ratio will be same. So what I know, I will tell you. So just let me write it down. So instead of taking that way, I'll just write let the roots be alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Then what I know is that, what I know, if they are in GP, then what I know, beta by alpha, right? Beta by alpha is same as gamma by delta by gamma, right? The ratio of these two terms will be same as the ratio of these two terms, right? Even these two terms also. By the way, I will not take this term. So anyways, the ratio of these two terms, that is beta by alpha, and the ratio of these two terms, that is delta by gamma, they will be same for sure. This is by definition of a GP. Because they are in GP. This by this is same, this by this is same as this by this is same as this by this. Even you can also write that gamma by beta is also 1. But I am just using that. So what can I say from here? That alpha into delta is same as beta into gamma. So this is my sum equation 1. Because they are in GP, I can write that. Okay. I am not taking other relations that will make my things complicated. So you can also take equals to beta by gamma. Gamma by beta. But that will make things very complicated. That will bring squares and all, and squares and all is not required to me for the time being. Understood this? This is the condition given the question. They are in GP. I am assuming the roots to be this, and then this will happen. This will hold. Alpha delta equals to beta gamma. Now see here one thing that, so alpha, beta, gamma, delta are the roots. Let's very quickly write down all the relations. So what was the first relation? It was, I will write in the next page. That will make, leave it. Now, what was the first relation? Sum of the roots, alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. Their sum is minus b by a, that is, it will become 5 by 2. Let's write the second relation. What was the second relation? Alpha plus beta into gamma plus delta plus alpha beta plus gamma delta. This is equal to c by a, which is minus 15 by 2. Next, the third relation was alpha beta into gamma plus delta plus gamma delta into alpha plus beta. This is nothing but c minus plus then minus, so 10 by 2, which is 5. And the last one, alpha into beta into gamma into delta, This will be, so minus plus minus plus. So 8 by 2, which is 4. I have these four relations. I have these four relations. So let me write the relations again. So what was the first relation? Alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. It was 5 by 2. The second relation was alpha plus beta into gamma plus delta plus alpha beta plus gamma delta. This is nothing but minus 15 by 2. Then alpha beta into gamma plus delta plus gamma delta into alpha plus beta. This is nothing but 5. And the last one was alpha beta gamma delta. This is nothing but 4. And what I have in the things are in GP, so alpha delta equals to beta gamma or gamma gamma beta, anything, beta gamma. I have this ones, right? As you can see, I have these things, right? It's all things. This is minus, so that will make it plus. This plus, so that will make minus. Oh, I made a mistake, I guess. Minus plus minus, right? Minus plus minus, so this will be minus 5. This will be minus 5. Minus plus minus and then plus. So here it will be minus 5. So I have this. So don't do these mistakes. Now, from here, this 5 equations, I have to solve for alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Now, let's use this condition. Alpha delta is beta gamma. This is same as this. So, what I will do, let me call this as equations. Let me give their names. So, call this as 1, call this as 2, call this as 3, call this as 4, and call this as 5. And here I have given it a name. Remove that name. This one is not required because that will lead to ambiguity. Okay. Now, let's see how things can be solved. How things can be solved. Let's see. Now, you see here, what I will do firstly, alpha delta is required where? So, let's use here. Instead of alpha delta, let's put here beta gamma. Okay, let's put here beta instead of alpha delta. So, from 5 and 4. So, try to understand my point. From 5 and 4, what am I getting? Okay, what am I getting? Instead of alpha delta, I am putting beta gamma. So, beta gamma whole square equals to, I'll get 4. Right? I am putting the value of alpha delta to be beta gamma again, and beta gamma is beta gamma whole square. I'm getting this, and what else? Just a minute. Let's change the third equation as well as the second equation. Yeah, these things I have to take care. Basically, you will instantly see the ordering will not matter. So what they have also done is they have taken alpha and delta together. So how will that help? Because I know this. Okay. Otherwise, what can be done? We can change the ordering of the GP roots also. That can also be done. Okay. But anyways, I'm not changing that. So let me change the equations. Instead of writing these things, just a minute. So, or let us write the equations like this: alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. This is nothing but 5 by 2. The second one we write like this. See, you have to write two distinct roots: alpha, beta, gamma, delta. So what I'll do, I'll take here alpha plus delta into beta plus gamma. I'll take this, and then alpha delta plus beta gamma. This is minus 15 by 2. These two are exactly same. If you multiply and check, that will give you the same result. The reason I am choosing here alpha plus delta and beta plus gamma just due to this fact, and that due to fact from equation 1 also. Similarly, I'll take here alpha delta into beta plus gamma, right, and plus what beta gamma into alpha plus delta. I'll just change the equations a bit. The fourth one is will not change. Alpha beta gamma delta is 4, and the fifth one is according to us alpha delta equals to beta gamma. Now we will solve this. 1, 2. So basically we wasted time by writing this and the previous one. We could have just written this directly. Okay, but don't do this mistake in examinations. 4 and then 5. Now our aim is to find this. So what can now be done? You see, what you do, instead of alpha delta or instead of beta gamma, you put here alpha delta. Okay, and yes, just a minute. See here what we will do. Because alpha delta is same as beta gamma, try to understand this. So what I will do, instead of beta gamma, I will write here alpha delta. Okay, so from 5 and 3, what I will get from 5 and 3, what will I get? Alpha delta is same as beta gamma. So wherever there is beta gamma, I will write alpha delta. So alpha delta with beta plus gamma, and then alpha delta with alpha plus delta. This is minus 5. You got this line? What I have done? Instead of beta gamma, instead of beta gamma, I have put here alpha delta. Now alpha delta is common. What I am remaining with? Beta plus gamma plus alpha plus delta. This is minus 5. Right? Now you see, what is beta plus gamma plus alpha plus beta? That is alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. This is nothing but 5 by 2. Nothing but 5 by 2. So alpha delta into 5 by 2 equals to minus 5. This is from 1. And what am I getting? Therefore, alpha delta I am getting it to be minus 2. Understood this line? What I did, instead of alpha delta, instead of beta gamma, I am writing alpha delta here. Taking alpha delta common, I am getting alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, which is nothing but 5 by 2. I am replacing this by 5 by 2. So 5 got cancelled, 2 will go there. So alpha into delta is minus 2. Because alpha into delta is minus 2, beta into gamma is also minus 2. I'll write that in the next page. Understood up to here? Therefore, beta into gamma is also minus 2. So, therefore, alpha into beta is same as, alpha into delta. Alpha into delta is same as beta into gamma, which equals to minus 2. Now you see, let me tell you again. Now let's go back to the previous page and let's see what more can be done. Again I have this. I have got these values to be minus 2, and this will not give us any extra result. Because minus 2 into minus 2 is 4. So this equation will no more be helpful. Till now I have not used this one. So let's use this time this one. Let's use this time this one. That means instead of alpha delta I will put minus 2, beta gamma is also minus 2. So I'll get something like this. No? Alpha plus delta into beta plus gamma is this. So let's do that. So from 2 what I will get, try to understand. So from 2, alpha plus delta into beta plus gamma plus alpha delta, which was minus 2, plus beta gamma, which is minus 2, and this was equal to how much? It was equal to minus 15 by 2. So this is nothing but alpha plus delta into beta plus gamma, right? This is nothing but, so minus 15 by 2 plus 4. So 4 2 is 8. So minus 7 by 2. Minus 7 by 2. So I have this much now, and I have at least this much. And let's see what else can be done. Let's see what else can be done. I have this, and from 1, so I have this, I'll call this star, and from 1 I have this, alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. I'll keep alpha delta together, alpha plus delta plus beta plus gamma. I have this to be 5 by 2. This is using 1. Now look at this 2. I hope you all know this. I hope you all know this from quadratic equation. I have also done. So, if alpha and beta are the roots of some quadratic equation, then what is the equation? You know, it is x minus alpha into x minus beta, right? So, x square minus sum of the roots plus product of the roots equals to 0. You know, when alpha and beta are the roots of some quadratic, so quadratic can be written like this: x square minus sum of the roots times x plus product of the roots equals to 0. Understood this? Do you know this? It's very simple to understand. If alpha and beta are the roots of some quadratic, then the quadratic can be written as x square minus sum of the roots x and product of the roots equals to 0. Just see these two equations, this one and this one. Consider this as, suppose, P, and suppose this as Q. So what I am getting, P into Q is minus 7 by 2, something like this, and P plus Q is this. So it follows that P and Q, this is a root and this is a root. Consider this as P and this is Q. So it follows that P and Q are the roots of this quadratic, roots of the quadratic equation, this one. Which quadratic equation? X square minus P plus Q. What is P plus Q? 5 by 2. X plus product of the roots. What is the product of the root? Minus 7 by 2 equals to 0. Understood this or no? Tell me who did not understand. So it follows that P and Q are the roots of this quadratic. Why? Because P into Q is this and P plus Q is this. And I know this formula from quadratic, or this is a very simple thing. Of the roots of the quadratic this, or let me simplify this quadratic. 2t square minus 5t minus 7 equals to 0. So very quickly solve this quadratic. What are the values of t? What are the values of t? You should get your answers as t equals to minus 1 or 7 by 2. You should get this as your answer. T is minus 1 or 7 by 2. You can factorize this, by the way. So that means one root is minus 1, another root is 7 by 2. So this is minus 1 and this is 7 by 2. You can also take in the opposite sense also. So one of them is minus 1 and one of them is 7 by 2. What can I write? Therefore, alpha plus delta is minus 1 and beta plus gamma is 7 by 2. Right? You can interchange their roles also, doesn't matter. So because I know alpha plus delta is the root and beta plus gamma is the root, and I know the roots of this quadratic. So one of the roots is minus 1, another root is 7 by 2. Now you interestingly see here. Now let's call this. What I have, say this is some numbering. Suppose this is equation number 6. So what I have from 6, alpha into delta is minus 2 as well as beta into gamma is minus 2. This is from 6. From 6, you may write it down. Now let's apply the same concept. The sum of the roots is minus 1 and the product of the roots will minus 2. So alpha and delta will be root of some quadratic which I can make, and same here. Okay. So therefore alpha comma beta are the roots of which quadratic? Suppose z square minus sum of the roots is 1 minus 1. So this will become plus z plus product of the roots equals to 0, and alpha and delta, and beta and gamma are the roots of the quadratic. Suppose I am taking y square minus 7 by 2y minus 2 equals to 0. Understood? How did I make this conclusion? The same conclusion. Exactly the same conclusion. What is the first quadratic? So its roots are clearly, it can be seen that it is 1 and minus 2. The roots of first quadratic are minus 1 and, so let me write that down. So let me solve z square plus z minus 2. After solving this, what am I getting? Z equals to 1 comma minus 2. So therefore the roots were actually named alpha and delta. So alpha is one of these and delta is other. So delta is the remaining one, minus 2. Okay, and similarly if I solve the remaining quadratic, what was the remaining quadratic? Y square minus 7 by 2. I have taken what? I have taken y only, no? Yeah. Y minus 2 equals to 0. What am I getting? 2y square minus 7y minus 4 equals to 0. So therefore y will be, you can solve this quadratic, you will get minus 1 by 2 and 4. Minus 1 by 2 and 4. Okay. So therefore one of the roots is beta and another root is gamma is 4. Thus the roots of the given equation are alpha, beta, gamma, delta. These are the roots. So as you can see, they are not arranged in GP. You can also write like this. So let's arrange this in GP. So minus half, then minus 2. So then minus 2, then 1, then 4. That no. Yes, they are in GP. You may arrange them. So yeah, no, this is only in GP, no? Yeah, this is only in GP, I guess. But yeah, this is only in GP. Understood or no? I'll again give a quick recap. This was actually a bit trickier than the AP one. So let me give you a quick recap. So this was the thing, no? Yeah. Yes. Here is the question. So solve this equation. Given that the roots are in GP. I've assumed that let alpha, beta, gamma, delta be the roots. So the ratio will be same. Beta by alpha will be same as gamma by delta. As simple as that. So I have written the 4 equations, that is the relation between roots and coefficients, but I actually could have simplified this by writing here delta and replacing the roles of beta and delta. So I will rewrite this equation. So in exam you don't write this, rather you directly write this. That will save time. You directly write this. This is not required because I have just repeated the same thing. So in exam, how can you save time? You write just this, replacing the roles of beta and delta. Okay, so done. I have these equations. Now first thing that I can note, alpha delta is same as beta gamma. Replace the value of beta gamma here. Take alpha delta common. I'll remain with alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, which is 5 by 2. Hence I have got the value of alpha delta. I've got the value of alpha delta. Once I have got the value of alpha delta, I can also find the value of beta gamma. So next I am taking care of equation 2. From equation 2, alpha delta was there, beta gamma was there. I'll get alpha plus delta into beta plus gamma as this. And again I am taking equation 1. Now consider this as P, consider this as Q. So P into Q is this and P plus Q is this. This means that P and Q are the roots of this quadratic. If I solve this quadratic, I have minus 1 and 7 by 2. That means one of them is minus 1 and another one is 7 by 2. So alpha plus delta is minus 1. You can take opposite one also, and beta plus gamma is 7 by 2. Now again, take this into consideration. So I can form a quadratic whose roots are alpha and delta, and I can form another quadratic whose roots are beta and gamma. Solving these two quadratics, I'll get my 4 roots, and hence is the solution. Okay, so this is all about today's class. I have just done 2 sums. I'll do more in the next class, but these sums are very important. You practice. You can use another techniques also if you have. Like in RM Khan, they have done in a different technique. Like what Gaurav said, they have followed that ideas. Okay, they have taken alpha minus beta whole square and so on. But I find that method much lengthy. Okay, so you can also follow that and check whether the answer is coming or not. It should definitely come. So that's all for today. Thank you.